That's my
I had
response.
to throw you up. You know you would
What?
do the same thing to me.
What?
Throw me under the bus?
Yeah, for bananas.
You ain't go. I hate it. I hate it so much.
He doesn't like bananas.
I don't like bananas.
Bananas are
Well,
delicious.
yeah, you deep throat enough of them.
Adam, why did you make that face? People, screenshot it. Do your work. I let this nasty cave creature bust in me, and now I'm gonna have its ugly baby.
I hit
tried.
spacebar. It's finished.
Oh, there we go. My
There you
tranny
go.
banana.
Bananas in the chats.
Yeah.
They're posing with it.
Hail and howdy, everybody. How are you doing tonight? I forgot to do the applause. I was not paying attention.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm only half
It's
here
what-
too. It's fine.
My brain
Honestly,
is not on fire right now.
I'll be honest. I'm thinking about playing Rebirth on hard mode right now. That's what I'm thinking about.
I'm thinking about playing remake.
Have you
right now,
started? Have you
too.
started remake? Have you started it?
I did today. Yeah.
You liking it?
I'm 2.5 chapters in, and I'm fucking loving it. Oh my god, I fucking love it. I can't put it down. I'm playing The Witcher 3 right now, and I don't want to keep playing it. I want to just play remake right now.
Because it's that's the fresh factor too. It's the fresh.
Yes,
factor.
it's very fresh. Combat's phenomenal. The stories are great. Yeah. The women are hot. The men all look gay, so that's I just have to accept it's anime.
Barrett's a giant man of a man.
All right, Barrett is the exception. Who I hated him for the first 2 chapters, and then once you got to the slums, he started to be a really nice guy.
Well, you get Barrett. So I mean, Dermy and I can't spoil anything for you because you're just starting it. And one of the things about remake and rebirth, and now soon to be Revelation, is despite the fact how great the original game is, in my opinion, remake and rebirth and now Revelation do even more for the characters than the original did, because you've got the thing, so you'll get the Yuffie DLC when you're done. You'll move on to that before you go on to Rebirth, because you should play the Yuffie DLC. Yuffie, and Dermy can attribute to this. Yuffie is so much more of a character in this game than the original game, because in the original game, it's just slight spoiler, but not really. In the original game, she's not part of the official main cast. She's a seeker character in the original game, and you can miss her entirely.
Have I met her yet? Because I don't recognize.
No. You haven't seen her yet. You haven't seen her yet. But she'll be there. You'll see her in the background a couple times, but she's her DLC, and you do an adventure. She's having an adventure in Midgard alongside your adventure right now.
Okay.
So you'll have her events, which didn't happen in the original game. They only happen in this one, but she's more flushed out. So, but
Well,
every character, in my opinion, in Remake and Rebirth gets even more justice done to them in these two games. And we're going to talk some Final Fantasy today because that's one of my topics I want to talk about. But I'm glad you're loving it. And I knew you would actually appreciate the combat because it's a good mix of menu based and action combat.
I do like that. Yeah.
And there are so much things you have to learn.
Oh, that first boss fight with the Scorpion, with Barrett and Cloud working together, that was incredible. The right level of difficult. Like, obviously, I'm still learning it, but it was still hard. So
you're probably on normal.
I'm on normal.
Yeah. Now, see, I was telling the story before, and I'll tell it again. I've played Remake, and I played Remake on hard mode. When you play Remake on hard mode, because you unlock hard mode when you finish it, here's the trick. In hard mode, in Remake and Rebirth, you're not allowed to use items. The item menu is locked.
Okay.
So you could only use materia and magic for healing and MP recovery and stuff like that. In Remake, though, when you start the game, you're over leveled. And the first, if you've hit level 50 cap and your materia is all leveled up, you will plow through the game until about mid game where things start to get a little hard. In Rebirth, and I discovered it this week when I started replaying, no, the game is synced to your level 70 right away. The bosses are hard. The mobs they're going to hit you hard. So it's rough. And
I'm looking forward to getting to Rebirth.
When I replayed Rebirth, I got to a boss again. This is all spoilers because it's a boss name. The Mithril Golem in Rebirth. Dermy can probably remember this one. Mithril Golem.
Yes, I do.
On hard mode, you're locked into two characters. It's Force Think, two characters. And I'll just say Barrett and another character. Yeah, it took me 2 hours to beat it the other day on hard mode because I had to devise an entirely new strategy to take it out because it's only the second time I fought it in this game, but I had to actually use some of the game mechanics that I ignored in my regular playthrough. So one thing I've learned in Rebirth now, and those who are watching me on the other night when I spent 3 hours in the Chadley combat simulator trying to beat the thing, I beat it today. It took me 3 hours in the other day. It took me 45 minutes today, and I realized magnify, stop was the winner. So you have to modify in hard mode, especially. You have to modify your strategies, and you can't just bulldoze shit, especially in complicated fights. So the game makes you work for it, and I'm working for it hard. But I'm glad you're loving it, and I can't wait. So what we have to do tonight, then, with your 2 chapters in, just you give us an update of what you've done so far, and we'll talk about it a little more. So I'm looking forward to that because these games are great. I don't want to talk about it. So that's my introduction.
Hey, well, I'm sorry, my brain ain't focused right now. It is what it is. But anyways, we got a show to go put on tonight because we will talk about Final Fantasy. We'll deal with Toy Story because I'm probably the only person here that actually watched Toy Story. Actually, I am the only person here that actually watched Toy Story. We got Supergirl to talk about. We got a lot to talk about tonight. So we are going to be doing that. But anyways, Adam, how are you doing?
As I said, I'm doing all right. My head's a little thing. Everybody knows I'm moving in about a month or so. And it's just kind of really dominating my thought process. And things happen, solve the problem, move along. But it's kind of taking over my life for a little bit. So either way. And Dash is right. Brute force did not work in some cases in the game, which is, as everybody knows, the Adam way is usually the harder way than normal in these games whenever I do stuff, and it involves brute force sometimes, but it didn't do that.
Yes.
But I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I will announce this here and now. I've announced it during the week. Yeah, my chat has kind of made me sign on to review House of the Dragon season 3 next week.
Yes.
Why?
Somebody needs to.
Somebody who hates it needs to, because let's remember my stance. I when I did season 2, what was that 3 years ago now?
Well, you gave up on it, didn't you?
No, I finished season 2. No, I finished season 2.
Okay.
No, I finished season 2. No, I watched season 1, burned right through it, said it was okay. Then I watched season 2 and hated every living second of season 2. Hated it all. And then I just said at the end of it, I'm not doing this anymore. But chat has browbeat me this week into doing House of Dragon season 3, mainly because of the fact that Last time I was objective with season 2. Now I just hate it, and I will say in the title review title, someone who hates this reviews or some shit like that because I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not going to pretend that Germ does good. So anyway, I will knock him around in his genius.
He's not.
Someday.
Here's the thing
Yeah.
about George R.R. Martin. He's
Yeah.
not that great.
No, he's not.
He was good for a little while, but he is not that great.
It's not the 90s anymore.
It's not. I'm not looking for the first episode for House of the Dragon will be good, but it's not going to be good after.
Well, it's the what they should have ended, as far as I know, the Battle of the Gullet. It's how they should have ended season 2,
Mhm.
and then they just let everybody, with their dicks in their hands.
Us. Yeah, they blue balled us.
Yeah.
But I will say this Sunday, because it starts this Sunday, I won't be streaming because it's Father's Day. I'm going to spend some time with the family. So
yeah.
I mean,
I'll review it on Monday I usually take Mondays off anyway. Hell, I take half the week off these days because listen, nothing happened today except Toy Story. Nothing happened today.
Toy Story technically, and I guess there's some updates. I don't know how many times does the Supergirl promotion stuff keep going. Like, what's all happening there?
I mean, there hasn't been anything today, but there was the queer icon
well,
stuff
there's
a couple
news.
days ago.
There's news about that. So there's news about
but,
it.
Jed, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I am actually shocked and appalled, though, that Father's Day was brought up on this stream, but we haven't mentioned the holiday that's going on right now. Happy Juneteenth, everyone! And
listen, you're only black because of dyslexia.
I mean, that's absolutely true. But what makes the most sense for this holiday is actually what happened. My white ass had the best day on Juneteenth because that's absolutely what the holiday was designed for.
You're the new black, so it's okay.
So I get Juneteenth by splash damage, but I had the day off from work. The holiday counted apparently as a federal holiday, so I got the day off. And all I did, play Witcher 3, watch Stargate, play Mass Effect 1 on stream, and play Final Fantasy in my private play. So many good things today that I've been having fun with. Now I get to hang out with all of you, so happy Juneteenth.
Yeah, happy Juneteenth.
It is what it is right now.
It's okay. It's all right.
I'm just going to say it. I pissed some people off, okay? I'll fully admit it. It is what it is. I don't like Lolly. I don't like Lolicon. I'm not a defender of that. I think GB Reviews is a freaking freak, okay? I'm not here to defend him. I just got into a drama, talked about it. People got upset. It is what it is. I did not flag anybody. I didn't do that. I have people on mute. I'm leaving it alone. I'm going to be critical of Chibi tomorrow. That's what I'm going to be doing because he's a fucking freak, okay? I'm trying not to do that here. I know there's a bunch of people that are pissed off with me. They're in the chat. That's what I'm going to say. I'm trying to move on, okay? End of discussion. So let's just keep moving forward, okay?
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm trying here.
Right.
I'm trying, boss.
You want
anyway.
You want me to take the wheel?
Take the wheel for a little bit. Let me get some breath.
All right. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the Tryhards, where we try to geek out over stuff. And let's just say, if you're here to make trouble, you haven't made any because nothing happened. Either way. Now, let's see. What do we got tonight? We have some topics tonight. I gotta admit, I'm kind of dry on the weird and wild shit today. I'm kind of dry. I got one
I'm a little
thing.
dry too.
I got plenty.
I got one thing. And it's not so much weird or wild. It's just, would you do this? Would you like to start with that? You want to start with that one?
Yes.
Okay, let me get
Let's
this
start
up.
with that.
Let me get this up. Hail to the chat. How you guys doing out
Hail
there?
to the chat. I do see you all. I see Legatus. I see Dash. I see
Here
Cash. I see Ginger Norseman. And I see Brandon.
Let me mute this. I don't know. Why do they always have to put stupid music to these things? Does anybody know why? When you look at these
attention span.
Yeah, I can't. I hate when they like crap like that or weird music.
Yeah, they try to put in some memorable music to catch your attention so you won't keep scrolling.
Okay, so this dude's in Costco. Clearly, he's got a Costco pizza, which I approve of. I approve of a Costco pizza. It is my pizza of choice because it's good price and it's close by, and it's always the same. It's always the same. So he's got a bunch of Chick-fil-A too. You guys ready for this?
Sure.
No.
All right, here we go. He's got.
I feel like I've seen this before.
We've seen this dude before.
He's done
I
other
know we've seen this dude
horrifying
before.
things to
We have
Costco
seen this
pizza.
dude before. This is the dude that did the hot dog and the Costco pizza before. We've seen this dude with the hot dogs, but he's got some Jesus chicken. And look what he's doing on each slice. Look what he's doing. All right. Right there. How do we feel about that right there? How do we feel about that? I mean,
no.
It's the bun that's the problem. If you like broke up the chicken and scattered pieces on it, there's chicken on pizza all the time.
I mean, I don't believe chicken belongs on pizza, but I would. Yeah. This is fried chicken essentially, so I would roll with it. Roll with it, and I'm not saying I wouldn't eat these in the same meal if I was feeling really fat that day and I want to eat it all at the same time. I would probably eat at the same time, but I don't know if I'm going to eat these in a single bite together. I don't know if I'm doing that. I don't know, but he's not done, guys. He's not done.
Oh no,
Cookie.
No.
Cookie.
Ew.
No.
Why is he putting the cookie on the Jesus chicken?
A good dessert pizza is amazing. Like I've had Oreo cookie pizza. That's incredible.
That's different. This is savory, not sweet here. That's a full savory. I mean, it's full sweet. This is savory, and I'm okay with sweet and savory in proper combination. But that's one of them nasty big ass Costco chocolate chip cookies. No. Oh no! Put the cheese sauce on it.
Oh God!
He's putting the cheese sauce on it.
Of course, he's wearing a Rick and Morty shirt.
I cannot abide this. I could let the sandwich and the pizza fly. I could let that fly. I cannot abide this.
No.
I cannot abide this. The crimes have just been committed here.
And not for a superficial reason, but I can tell this man is not celebrating Father's Day this weekend.
Mad Frog, I think you might be correct.
Oh man.
You okay, Adam?
No. I need Dre here.
Hey, I said not for superficial reasons. A father would have beat this out of him to eat food this way. That's what fathers are for, to teach you not to eat stupid food like this, not to desecrate sacred food.
Oh, I'm going to beat it out of him, though. He didn't even use whatever these are here. What's
not
this?
Not yet.
We don't know. Well, the video's over.
Oh, so there might be an extended version.
I don't know.
Ginger Norseman, don't say it like that. Don't say still would.
No. No. This looks disgusting.
I cannot do this.
You got to put it in a blender if you're doing it for working out. Just accept that you're a disgusting fuck and lean into it.
What are you doing? No, that's God. That's what that gay dude who got fat and then lost it all did.
Oh yeah, avocado.
Yeah, he would put all that shit in the blender. That one video from years and years ago. But so this is disgusting. I do not approve.
Neither do I.
I do not approve.
It looks awful.
It looks awful.
It looks just fucking awful.
You wasted Jesus chicken.
See, with all the Europeans coming to America, I appreciate that happening now, because otherwise they wouldn't know what real American food was like. I've seen so many videos of Europeans coming here and being like, oh my God, this is incredible. This is incredible. I love Costco, the free samples. If they hadn't been coming here, they'd be watching videos like that and say, yeah, we were right to call Americans fat slobs who need to be nuked.
Yeah.
So
the
World Cup's finally done something good for America. Give us the press.
Listen, I'm looking forward to America winning the World Cup. Just so
how are we doing? I haven't. How are we doing?
Apparently, it doesn't start yet. Oh, really?
It's been going on.
Well, not the full thing. Yeah, we've been playing for.
I got scores on my X sidebar right now. So
See, that tells you how much I follow it. I don't follow normal American sports. I'm not going to follow gay worldwide.
Yeah, it's like
sports.
we're not. Yeah, I stopped following sports ball completely, and I'm not going to follow soccer, which is
I barely know who won the Super Bowl. I'm not paying attention to the World Cup.
So,
well, I mean, here's the thing.
Like...
I had to be told who was in the NBA Finals this year because I didn't know. Of course, I knew when a bunch of Knicks fans, trashed Times Square, then I knew. But
So out of the group that we are apparently in, which was
Mhm.
Group D, we are the winners.
so it wasn't.
Because I think we
it
have to
wasn't
go.
what they call the
So-
death group.
Is this going to be like hockey earlier this year? Like we don't even really care about it that much, and we dominate the Canadians.
Potentially.
I mean,
so
here's
right
the
now
thing.
we have beat.
That's my hope.
Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Mhm.
I make this joke all the time. I don't care about soccer. America doesn't care about soccer, but I am fully aware that the rest of the world cares about soccer and it's the number one sport in the world. I accept that, but I live in America where it doesn't matter. So I don't care.
It matters so little we don't even call it what the rest of the world does.
Yeah, we call it soccer, and then and our football only involves kicking the ball maybe 2 or 3 times in a game.
Our football we play with our hands.
That's right. And it's the size of a foot. That's why it's actually called football. I learned that recently. It's called football
I
because
actually
it is the length of a foot.
That actually makes kind of a bit of sense.
Yes.
It's a football because it's
okay. And it's got the weird shape that's kind of foot-like. All right. I've always wondered about that.
For all my knowledge,
either.
I didn't know that. For all my knowledge,
it was a weird piece of knowledge that I ended up learning. So
we have a lot more justification to call it football because football, just because you kick it, is dumb because there are so many sports that you kick. So
well, I mean, the rest of the world doesn't use our system, so that's why it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they use the metric system, which is evil.
Yeah, we use.
I don't care how big something is in centimeters.
We're on imperial. They're on the metric. I will say there are aspects of the metric that make more sense and aspects of the imperial that make more sense. Specifically, the foot makes more sense in imperial.
But
I don't want to go from centimeters to meters, but meters make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And kilometers, the difference between, that makes a lot more sense than miles being a ridiculously random set of feet or a ridiculously random set of yards.
I like miles better than kilometers. I like
miles
better than kilometers.
There are just different things that feel better, and I like the metric system as a someone who's a fan of astronomy. The meter, there was hotly debated. A bunch of different countries were having the meter being different lengths. So in the 80s or something like that, they came together and defined what a meter is exactly, and they defined it as a fraction of the speed of light. So meters are actually based on the speed of light now.
So
or
that
the distance
that
light travels.
That definitely appeals to you.
Oh yeah.
So. Yeah. I'm looking at like the World Cup standing right now, and I don't know how any of this stuff is actually set up because it looks so weird.
I just live here.
But as of right now, so we're in Group D. We are winning. We beat both Paraguay and Australia. I think we have to go up against Turkey before we can move on. I have no idea what these rules are, but because there's weird here, I have it up on Google. Okay. I have it up right now. Just looking at all this. I don't know what half these things are. So like Mexico's 2 wins. South Korea's 1 win, 1 loss. But I don't know what these dashes mean.
I think it means a tie.
Maybe.
Can you tie in soccer? I think you can tie in soccer.
What's -2?
I have no fucking
Unless that means
because there's no zeros.
It might be that they tied. I
believe it's a tie because that I remember making fun of it as a kid, saying one of the only games in the world where you can win on a tie, where you can end on a tie, and to me is that is unconscionable. There must be a winner. Send somebody out there for a final round fight to the death, so that somebody wins. Something that has to be a winner. So
yeah. So okay.
But listen, rest of the world loves hockey. I mean, well,
soccer.
Same difference.
The non-American sports.
Let them have their fun. I don't care.
Top teams from each group wins.
Okay, so they're using the tournament system with 2 winners. Okay.
Okay, so they keep just moving forward.
It's kind of like I guess it's a round robin in these groups, and that's how it works.
I don't know. All I want is for America to win because I do think it would be the funniest outcome.
It would be hilarious, especially with the 250 right about that same time.
And the funny thing is, if we win it, it's not going to change anything.
Oh God, no! We're not going to suddenly become a pro soccer nation.
Every American will, for about 24 hours, be a soccer fan. Yeah, fuck yeah, America! And then the next day,
in a couple of years, we'll be like, have we ever won the World Cup?
and it's also because it's here. That's the thing too.
Yes,
it's here.
It's
if it was in let's just say Spain, we wouldn't even be paying attention.
Was it last week that we had to be told it was in Seattle? We were on a stream together, Adam. I don't remember which stream it was, but
yeah, we had to be told where it was, and I was going, why is it in a place where it rains all the time?
I don't know. Hey, all I know is I hope they enjoy the heat because holy shit, it's been hot. It has been
hot
today. Yeah. Today it went from cold to hot to fucking pouring. It was fucking weird.
I don't know. It's been some pretty nice weather.
You live in Florida. Shut up.
Yeah, it's 80 degrees.
Yeah, but it's a better 80 degrees. I go out here, 80 degrees feels like I walk into a blanket. And it's not swamp 80 degrees because this is virtually swampland here.
Okay, yeah, Florida doesn't have any swamps.
Let's get into a topic.
No, it's different. There's
swamp, I know you're right.
And there's valley swamp. I'm in valley swamp, which is,
and I'm not near the swamp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let's get into a topic, y'all. So we can either do Toy Story.
Let's knock Toy Story out of the way because that's the quickest one. Let's knock it out of the way.
So okay, I at least have the projections up right now, and this is from earlier today, so we can share this.
It was the week's estimations were that it was going to make about $400 million global this weekend.
Oh, 400 global. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that 160 worldwide or domestically that it's talking about in this article?
No, all around.
Hey, well, buddy, how are you doing?
No, so that's domestic plus international. So that in total, global box office it's supposed to get upwards. It can max out at 400, somewhere between 300 and 400. So if this is right, it was aiming around between 145 160. If it's going to push past 160 domestically, and the world comes up with 150 to 200, it could hit $400 million this weekend.
Yeah.
And now we looked it up before stream. Its budget is 250. So this was not made on the cheap, and we can all agree it's been a heavy marketing campaign for the past.
It's been pretty big, yeah.
A
lot of brand partnerships.
At minimum, $100 million. So this thing probably needs somewhere between $500 and $600 million break even. It'll get there. Question is then how much will it make? Is the question there? How much is it going to make after that?
Well, I'm not going to bet against Toy Story after Toy Story 4. I was hoping that Toy Story 4 would fail just because of how great 3 was and the ending made sense and 4 was trash. But yeah, I'm not going to bet against it. Just like Inside Out 2. A lot of these legacy sequels are still working for Pixar and Disney where their originals aren't.
Well, I don't think we ever bet against Inside Out 2. We were just all surprised by Inside Out 2.
We bet against Zootopia.
Well, that was different because we didn't realize how much the Chinese wanted to eat all those animals. So, hey, come on.
That's fair. Right now, this is obviously the Thursday night numbers. So 43, it's doing pretty damn good.
43 Thursday is pretty damn good.
So this thing is going. This, I talked about it at the beginning of this week when I went through this last week when I went. No, it was last week. Excuse me. When I went through all those, on Roundtable, we did on Roundtable. Went down the list and I showed what's going to be big. This and Spider-Man are the only movies that are going to make over $1 billion.
Oh, Spider-Man pre-sales are doing damn good right now. They just went live.
And just as an offhand, that was a good trailer. I still think the movie's going to be a mess, but that was a proper trailer. It was a proper trailer for Spider-Man. I don't know if we're going to talk about it tonight, but I just wanted to say, just because it's part of the conversation. These are the only 2 movies that are going to make money or make significant, serious money.
Yeah, Odyssey make enough profit to justify its existence.
Yeah, Odyssey will probably creep past break even, but it's not going to be by a lot. And everything else is going to do middling to bomb, like Supergirl will next week.
The Odyssey, yes, it had its IMAX pre-sales, but it's now got its regular pre-sales, and those are doing ridiculously well as well. Double what Oppenheimer did. But so Odyssey's I really hope the word of mouth. Yeah, I hope the word of mouth kills that movie. But as of right now, Odyssey is tracking better than I thought it would at this stage.
Listen, no matter what, it's a Christopher Nolan movie, and even though there's a lot of red flags, a lot of criticism, there's the train wreck situation. Everyone wants to go see the train wreck. They want to watch the car wreck. So they're going to show up, and it's going to be front loaded. It'll probably make about 300 million opening weekend. That's my guess, very easily. But will it have legs?
If it only makes 300, it's going to barely break even in the end.
So it might limp to a break even, or it might cross it. But we'll have to see, and we're still a month away from that right now. So and that's after. Hold on.
You say Christopher Nolan and say it's going to be successful as a result. It is important to remember that besides the Dark Knight trilogy, he hasn't had $1 billion movie that I'm at least aware of. He's not.
There's always talk, is what I'm saying.
There's always talk, but most of his movies, 700 million is about the average. Oppenheimer got higher than normal. Post-COVID, I think everyone was just dying for a movie that was, felt like it was well written, made the audience feel intellectual. But yeah, he's never been a huge box office draw.
Mm-hmm. So in the end, but after Oppenheimer, people are expecting something large again. That's the thing.
Yes.
So I don't feel, but I still feel like this movie has a lot of baggage already. Is the thing. It has a lot of baggage, and that, as I said, it's gonna be front loaded. But I think there's gonna be bad word of mouth, and I feel like Jed and I are gonna add to that bad word of mouth when it happens.
Oh yeah, and we still don't know who Ellen Page is playing. That's gonna make a significant impact.
She's the only outstanding person in the cast that we don't know about.
Pretty much. I mean, there's no Poseidon in the film because Zendaya is going to be the only god in the film.
Which
apparently,
yeah, which is kind of mind-numbing because Poseidon is the overarching antagonist because he keeps Odysseus away. I mean, the suitors are playthings; they're not antagonists. They're there as an end fight prop.
Yeah, but he's focusing on them like the central aspect of the film.
Of the problem, which we've talked about repeatedly. The suitors should not have this much attention.
He can't have his cake and eat it too. On the one hand, he's like, I'm going to show mythology the way that they did. They saw the gods in the wind and the sky, and that's it. Well, you can't have that and then have a fucking Cyclops and Scylla and Charybdis. So if he had come out of this and said, hey, I'm Christopher Nolan, I do realism, I'm not doing the mythology tale, I'm trying to make this 100% realistic, I'd be okay with all the changes because he was at least
Troy. Where it's like,
if they went Troy, exactly. If they went Troy, I don't like the mythology aspects of that film, but it is a fun film with some great action. I think the Hector versus Achilles fight is very well choreographed.
And we'll say it now, we will be doing Troy on Drive-In around the time of the Odyssey.
It's not a good movie.
No, it's a terrible movie. I hate every second of it, but I will say objectively, very massively good production value. With the exception of Brad Pitt, who I think is terrible cast as Achilles. Outstanding cast, and the choreography and the music are fantastic. Other than that, it's a complete shit movie. Now, those are only 4 points, so you maybe kind of see where my score is already going to be. But I hate that movie, and I've seen it several times, not just the once. I've seen that movie several times. It's one of those movies I kept trying to find a reason to like it because I love mythology, but then there's no mythology in it, so it's what do I care?
I just want an actual film to show the mythology, like you're saying. Everyone's trying to be as realistic as possible or stylistic, like 300.
Perfect. Here's just for a in the moment comparison. Whatever you say about He-Man, Master of the Universe, right now going on, at least said, "Fuck it, we're gonna make this shit look like goddamn 1980s He-Man." Same thing, mythology. Don't be afraid. Same thing with any comic book thing. Don't be afraid. Use superhero costume. This mythology, just go for it. Make it fucked up. I mean, last week, I rewatched Clash of the Titans last week because I have it and I can do it anytime I want. Glorious. I
need to rewatch it.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Although I do need to upgrade to Blu-ray because my DVD copy is not the best version of it. But it's still glorious. And it was. I even have because we're gonna have to redo that one, Jed, because we did that on the previous version of Drive-In. So
was it?
Yeah, it was on the previous version.
Yeah, we definitely need to redo it.
That's on the list to redo it. But I have some thoughts on. I won't share them now because they're thoughts saved for another discussion, a real discussion. But so go full in. And then original Clash of the Titans, 1980s Clash of the Titans, starring Harry Hamlin, Burgess Meredith, Maggie Smith, Sir Laurence Olivier, with the beautiful special effects of Ray Harryhausen, the crown jewel of his 30 years, 40 years of crafting special effects. It holds up, but two, it's not accurate to the Perseus mythology.
Oh, God.
Not at all. But it's still glorious because it still respects it. And it said, we don't give a fuck. We're going to have monsters and mythology and gods. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And there'll be a little titty here and there as well. It's fantastic. There was boobies.
That always adds to a film's score.
Yeah.
But no one doesn't give a shit.
No one doesn't give a shit. No.
He just doesn't give a shit with this Odyssey movie. It doesn't look like
I don't know why he would do it.
Because he wants to do something grand and amazing, just like he did with Oppenheimer, I guess, and that's the best grand and amazing story that we have.
He's drinking his own Kool-Aid at this point.
Yeah.
He's drinking his own. He thinks he can do anything.
Yes.
And that's not it.
It is a bit of a white whale story. Like, so many directors haven't been willing to go after it. So it's, him putting his final stamp saying, I really am the best.
Yeah. Nobody's correct here.
Yeah, I mean, Gods of Egypt was a terrible movie.
It really was.
I watched it once on a Saturday night where I had nothing else to watch, and I thought, oh, okay, I'll watch this. Well,
do you know, have you guys heard, I think I told you, Adam, but Derby, you might not know, Nolan talked about the reason why he picked it, at least publicly, the public reason.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Why?
Because he related to the dog story in it. Because he has a
told
dog.
Us about that.
Yeah. That can't be the real reason, especially because the dog is such a minor role. Unless the Emily Wilson version's like, we need to take all this time that was spent on the problematic aspects of the story, and we'll give it to a cute dog instead. I wouldn't put it past Emily Wilson.
Because it has an important aspect, because it's the only person that remembers Odysseus when he comes back. He's the only one that recognizes him, but other than that, there's not a whole lot there. So it is what it is.
That's James Gunn energy right there.
Yes, 100%. It is 100% James Gunn energy. By the way, I heard a good title for James Gunn, like the DCEU last night. The JGEU. James Gunn.
The James Gunn.
That's hard to say. The JGU.
Yeah, the JGU. I like the JGU instead of the DCU. The J. Yeah.
I mean, the joke is there. I see it. The joke.
Yes. Is there. Yeah. But Frostbang with $5 says, keep telling JDA he should deport himself to MAGA, to MAGA, as he's a self-described sci-fi Hispanic writer. Never responds.
I have been trying to get under his skin for weeks.
You know what? Why don't we not to get under his skin, but more just to talk about it, because that was
he's upfront.
He's a fucking retard.
We hate this guy.
Him and his whole team. I don't know if you guys saw. Yeah, it wasn't George Torch. It was the other one. Was it Smash JT? The guy who was trying to say that Halo was trying to be trained because it had the pink cloud.
He's not. Yeah. That's Smash.
No, he's not associated with JDA.
Team,
oh, really? They're of the same breed.
He's being his own kind of retard in that sense. Separate retardation. No.
I like Smash as a person, but he's a retard. Yes.
JDA.
Oh yeah, and you tried to say GTA 6 was trans flag themed because it had a Miami Vice color scheme.
JDA and George Torch are docked at the hip. So
no, they're docked at something.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we got here. Yeah.
Because whole bi regeneration energy.
Yeah.
Because you brought up JDA, I don't even fucking get it. Like,
what is so? Listen. Do we have the picture of the cover? I didn't get that.
I do have that right here.
Okay. All right. So cover.
Yeah.
Looks like
the motorcycle is pink. Is that the problem?
No. Look at the 6.
The chicken in it?
The 6. Okay.
You see how it has pink and blue in it? That's clearly a trans flag, right? It's not Miami Vice reference.
But this is retarded. And they're trying to say that you're going to play the girl. We don't know.
It's going to go back and forth. It's very much just like the GTA 5. You could manually switch between them, and then some missions were for one character or another. Very similar to Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Yes.
And it's a Bonnie and Clyde story. Of course, you're going to get the Bonnie part of the story.
So
it's a Romeo and Juliet.
And here's the thing: if she's just mowing down people with a machine gun, what's the difference of him mowing down people with a machine gun?
Well,
guns are the great equalizer.
Their reasoning as to why they think it's going to be super woke and stuff is because Rockstar came out and confirmed that there's going to be pride parades in there.
Now,
okay,
how recent was that?
That was years ago. Beardo talked about it on Roundtable.
I have a clip of Beardo talking about this is from years ago. If they kept it in there, he will in a game as the joke goes, run them down with a pickup truck in the game.
Yeah.
But we haven't had that. That was from a long time ago.
They haven't reconfirmed
that was from a year ago or like
a year or two.
Around the time it got announced.
It's been over a year since that. Well over a year. And that could easily have been removed with all the delays.
Well, and do you guys know one of the first pieces of behind the scenes that they released? Do you know what that was?
Wasn't it them? No, I saw something recently of them showing how to like track stripper dances, I guess.
Yeah, that footage has been around for years. Yep, that's GTA 6. They were mocapping strippers. That's one of the only things that we've seen. They had to put on so many trackers on the ass to show the twerking properly. What about that says woke?
And I mean, what about there's nothing like woke or DEI in this cover. You've got a sexy lady.
They say her.
Because she's not white. They've been redoing the cover.
I'm sorry.
Them white.
I'm sorry.
Not just that. Look, they're
Florida
also trying to say
filled with Latinas.
They're also trying to say it because it has that.
Dude, that means she's just gonna suck.
That is very accurate to what people in Miami are dressed like.
I mean,
I don't know. Because there's no white people here, I don't really see it. I mean, there's a white guy there, obvious. That's a white dude, but it's like Latinos, a black guy. Black guy and stuff.
Here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line. And it's good. It's true for this one. It's true for the. My brain just fried. Hang on. I need to look at it. Hold on. Shit. Fuck Eevee. It's true for Eve and Eevee debate. For what's it called? The game. My brain just stopped. Help!
Are you talking about Eevee as in a Stellar Blade?
Thank you, Stellar Blade. My brain just literally ground to a halt.
I didn't know. Your brain was saying Eevee, and I was like, Pokemon? What are you talking about?
No, yeah, I thought Pokemon, then I thought Assassin's Creed, and then you said Eevee?
Stellar Blade? Yeah, sorry. Brain just ground to a halt. Too many things going on in this moment. These two jackasses, JDA and George, did the same thing 3 weeks ago with the Eve and Eevee stuff with Stellar Blade, trying to tell everybody that you're into that you're a PDF file if you're into Eevee,
or that you're gay because she has short hair,
and how there's a giant divide and people are fighting. No, there isn't. So they tried the same thing with that, and they're doing the same thing here all day long, trying to cry, "Oh my God, this game's gonna be woke, it's gonna be terrible." They're trying to tie it to other things people are pissed about with Lao Fei and other stuff. They're trying to wrap it on there. These dumb motherfuckers are the worst fucking thing. They don't play games. They don't.
They go out there and they talk all about this game culture and game this and video game that, and you guys don't fucking play games.
They don't.
When it came to Eevee, I'll say this. When it came to Eevee, JDA's out there saying all the fucking crazy shit and all that and trying to just prove that he's the smart dude and how everybody who isn't him is blah, 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 blah. Then he said, my style of women is Latinas with long hair. Now he's crashing out over this. Oh, sorry, this is a Latina with long hair.
I mean, right here. I mean, here it is. Here it is. I saved this one because I knew I needed at some point. Torch. Talking about that shit.
Here, let me pull
Eve was a symbol of hope. She rallied us against censorship. Eve made a stream about a future of game with beautiful, elegant, seductive female characters. But Eevee just came here to divide us, to sow discord among the best fan community. Eve unites, Eevee fragments. None of that happened. None of that happened. George Torch and JDA, they just make this shit up. And unfortunately, there are people that follow them and believe the bullshit they say. I
They're
know your brains
retarded.
are you're now me from 10 seconds ago. Your brain is just ground to a halt as you see something retarded like this because it doesn't make any sense. None
Nothing
of
here
this makes
makes
sense
any sense.
because it's a lie. What these guys
Bring
are
back
they're-
short buses. Damn.
Yes.
I mean, these guys are communists using reality inversion to try and create a situation, and then it's no different. Let me bring this down because I don't want to run through my timeline while I do this. But then I harped on this one today again. Yort's torch again. I'll bring another JDA one up in a second. But here's what they think they are right now. They think there's some sort of internet folk heroes. Say what you want about John DeRose and me. We make modern gaming fun.
They
Fuck
look like
off.
they take it up the ass. I'm sorry.
They do take it up the ass. Yort's torch does take it up the ass. Look at this. This
pimps.
is what it. Yeah, and I mean this is pathetic. These guys, I doubt they played a second. They played a second of any GTA. I mean, I can admit I haven't played GTA since Vice City, but I played GTA 3 and Vice City. I played those. That was it. After that, I was done because the franchise didn't appeal to me anymore.
Only played 5.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Jed's dead.
They got him. Anyway,
him.
but so it's.
I do not have a horse in this race. I will
there
not
you go.
be getting
all right,
GTA.
You're back.
All right, no, he's
back.
gone. No, he's gone again. Okay, you were gone.
You guys look totally
for like 20
fine.
seconds there. No, you were frozen for 20 seconds. So whatever you were saying, we didn't hear a word of it.
I don't know if it was a restream or if it was.
It's probably
Your
restream
internet.
because restream's gay.
Probably
is really bad.
But I mean,
restream. But yeah, I was just saying I've only played 5.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's console exclusive. But...
You know what? Well, buddy has it right. Jeremy's on the attack.
Yeah. And then, but these guys are liars. And here's a perfect example. Let me bring this one down and let me bring up another one that I have here of why they're liars. Jed can appreciate this one. Jed can appreciate. So
here, I'm gonna stop sharing this and then we can bring it back here.
For JDA shoots like a shotgun all over X, talking about shit. And we know during the Academy thing, he pretended to be a Star Trek fan, pretending all the time. He came out with this one talking about a Screen Rant article about the Legacy comic that they're making, which is, we already knew that. Then he says, the Access Media is lying. Star Trek Legacy is not a thing. They're making a comic book and they did clickbaiting. Just a heads up for Star Wars fans who are messaging Star Trek fans who are messaging me. Yeah, we go back here. Just go back down in my time a little bit here from a little bit before. He goes here. My Paramount source confirms that there will be no new Star Trek series announced at San Diego Comic-Con. Fans are hoping for confirmation Star Trek United. He spent a week telling everybody that his sources that there was going to be a United show. He's no fucking different. He just made shit up. There was never going to be a Star Trek United, but he spent a week on this platform telling everybody, "Oh, there'll be a Star Trek United. It's going to come. My source tells me it's going to the Archer presidency show." Didn't exist. He made this with AI and put it out there. Never existed. Never going to happen.
It's never going to exist, and it really shouldn't.
No, it shouldn't. Nobody cares about Archer as president. Nobody gives a fuck. Not even Brad cares.
It's the only thing you could possibly do. That's all that Brad's ever said, but nobody wants it. I don't get. John Della Rose is one of those.
I'm done with prequels.
Yeah. But John Della Rose is one of those guys that just makes no sense. His popularity, his fame, everything about him makes zero sense.
To me, is probably a little more accurate. He's infamous. But here's what I attribute to it. I've thought about this. How many times do we talk about why we do this? We do this to inform people of what's going on and try to give proper reference and takes and knowledge based upon our special fields. I mean, I will talk about Star Wars and Star Trek, but I will shit on Game of Thrones next week, but I'll just be shitting on the show. I'm not going to try to educate you on anything Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire. That's different. I'll just react to that show. I think that the problem is there are people out there who are so uninformed, and because John Delarose drops his pants and just shits all over social media all day long and spreads it everywhere, that some people coming in and not knowing see him posting everything and just think he's a trusted source, and they go along with it. That's my only solution to that answer.
I think what it
That question.
is no, actually, I was about to say he at one point in time worked for Bounded Comics, and he's gotten a few things right here or there. Like even go back over to fuck, what was it? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. He was out there constantly saying it was woke, 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 and they all went against their beliefs and they bent the knee and blah 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 blah. And then it came out that the guy who was making it, he was like, "Yeah, we kind of, we started going more to the left because they were scaring us." But that was until well after the fact that was out there.
A broken clock is right twice a day. Like Adam said, he's using the shotgun approach. So when you call everything woke in all of existence, eventually you're going to find one thing that was actually woke.
Yes.
So,
but the problem,
I don't think he deserves credit for that.
I don't think so either. It's like he gets
he's
one
not
right.
authentic.
Congratulations.
He's not authentic.
No,
in
he's
anything,
not authentic at all.
No. And as I've pointed out repeatedly, he claims to be a best-selling author. Yeah,
his best-selling work was him literally selling woman smut and pretending to be a woman.
but he says, I write this book and it's out now. He runs it probably through ChatGPT and then doesn't edit it and puts it out immediately. There's no way you write 3 books of a space academy in 2 months. There's no.
I'm fucking fast as a writer. I have a 3-month turnaround.
Yeah, I'm a 4-month.
My initial round.
If I'm locked in,
yeah,
I'm a 4-month turnaround on a serious book. But it
depends on the length, of course. My recent one, which was 500 pages, yeah, that took 4 or 5 months.
That's locked in. When I say I'm like, that's me doing nothing else. That is me doing nothing else. I wake up in the morning, I bang out a chapter, I edit it, I bang out another chapter at night, and then I do nothing. I don't play games. I don't do anything. That's me completely locked in. That's 4 months. But you know what? That's the first draft, and then we're talking months of editing. And even then, you come back a long time later.
Beta readers.
Yeah, and then when it's done, get it to your pre-reader, stuff like that. And it depends on the kind of pre-reader. Like Jed knows, I send him stuff. I just want content. I'm not looking for grammar editing. Just tell me if it flows okay. Tell me if it works all right. How's it feel? I go back. That's what I tell all my pre-readers. And I given back information, and I make the changes as necessary. Think, okay, I can see that. I mean, perfect example. I told this to Jed last week. You can either go back something years later and realize, whoa, this isn't right. I did some stuff on something that will be repurposed at a later date. And I realized what were funny jokes back then about women and men would now be viewed as woke now. But a decade ago, literally 10 years ago, well, that wasn't so bad. It was jokey, wouldn't have been so bad. But now I'd be labeled as woke for that kind of thing. So,
I got a few of those too. Context changes.
Yeah, it's just slight. Like, and I can see, I went in a little too heavy with this type of joke here of the women giving the men sass or this like that or this that, or the women doing the jokey physical comedy where they punch them elbow them for saying something stupid. But that was the jokes back then. That was the jokes.
Mm-hmm.
So it made its way into my version of what I was doing there. But now it doesn't work anymore. So you only learn that when you go back and edit. And John Delarose doesn't edit. He feeds it into the AI and it shits it out and says, I wrote a book. Probably puts it out there.
It wouldn't shock me, actually. Go ahead, Jed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely not with the AI. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the tech term garbage in, garbage out. It's been a thing for a long time, but it's more relevant than ever with AI. AI is only as good as the information that you give it. And now with everything on the internet being AI, what it's putting out is even worse. So I still question the quality of his ideas.
Well, that's because it's low fucking.
Even if he's using
look
AI.
How low hanging fruit it is. Starfleet Academy is terrible. I made Space Fleet Academy or whatever the fuck he calls it. What are you, retarded?
Yes,
that's not original.
It's like the B movies that come after a Hollywood success. Like in April or May, there was already a Project Hail Mary a ripoff called The Last Hail Mary. That went to Tubi or something.
If you lived in the 80s and the 90s,
it's the same brow.
The B-movie market, everything was a twist on something popular. But it was a B-movie. You knew what it was. So it's this guy is he's a terror. I'll say it. JDA and your source, they're terrors on social media because it's all day long, constant. They have, hang on, word. They live online. They live on social media.
Yes.
They're on there. They're on there all the time. They're on there all the fucking time, constantly posting. They're no better than Tatooine Sons right now. They post. I mean, Jed, I did Tatooine Sons. He keeps digging that Last Jedi hole deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. He doesn't stop.
He's gone full grifter. At this point, he realizes that all he's relevant
and
for.
Listen, I reply to specific ones, but I can tell which is the one he's just trying to get traction and reactions from. Sometimes I'll respond. I'll try and get a dig, but it's
there
pathetic.
comes a point when, like, some of these grifter people, they realize that there's only good at one thing, and then they just they can't do anything else. They are stuck there.
Like Jer?
Yes, like Jer, who legitimately the only thing people are
my channel's under attack.
The only reason anybody's actually watching him right now is because of Carmelo Anthony. He got a 200+ view video this week. Yeah,
that's over.
1,000. Yeah. Yeah, it is over.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing he's actually getting traction on is Carmelo Anthony. Everything else is just nothing to him. But real quick, Frostfang with a $2 says JDA is an obese, opportunistic grifter tick. You're not wrong there.
He's a parasite.
Wrong.
He's a parasite.
There's a lot of parasites in out there.
He's a gold.
No, he's not a gold.
He's a low-level Gould. He's not a system lord. He's a bootlegger.
He's a Strigoi.
He's like Apophis when he was a first prime.
No, Apophis was never a first prime.
He was. I'm watching the show now. When he was in hell.
No. He was
name stripped from him.
No. Yeah. He was just masquerading.
No, he said he had his name stripped from him, and he was the first prime. Sokar knew he was there.
Well, he thought he was dead at that point. He was masquerading at that point. He wasn't so much of a prime.
No. So when they sent the body through the Stargate to Sokar to stop the attack on the SGC,
brought him back to life,
they brought Apophis
when he
and
sent
then sentenced him.
He then took on a new identity there to hide out. So the jailkeeper Gua'uld didn't know that was Apophis at that point. He didn't know that. That's why he was wearing the mask, dude. That's why he was wearing the mask.
No, I knew he was wearing the mask for the prisoners who would be mad at him.
I don't think the Goulds down there knew that he had survived on the moon.
The boss man had to
I think he was hiding it. There's no way they would let Apophis get a freaking staff weapon. We'll debate that at another time. That's a total nerd fight right there. That is a total nerd fight.
So let's start moving along. Do you guys want to do Supergirl or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man will be quick.
Spider-Man will be quick.
Yeah, Supergirl's
it's
a lot
2 minutes and 41.
Don't watch it. You'll get hit. You'll get hit. It's Sony.
Okay. Remember
last time we did Spider-Man, you got hit.
Yeah.
We could talk about it though. I mean, we're going to talk about it on Sunday.
Are we talking Stargate? Weird. Seems like all of us are always talking Stargate. So let's cancel the new show.
Well, it came up, Brad. It came up as an example.
Here, I've said it a couple times. Personally, I'm fine with the new show being canceled. I don't trust. I just don't trust them. You can't convince me to believe that
the fact that it was canceled leads me to believe it was.
I've said everything
good.
I'm going to say about this. I'm not going to. I'm repeating myself at this point. I'm still of two minds. So
what I'm going to do is I'm going to share it like this right now.
Just drag your way through it. All right. So here's the thing.
I'm not going to be dragging up because it.
You leave it on point. So I said this at the beginning of the stream. This is a good trailer. It's a good trailer. It does what a trailer is supposed to do. It's hitting gritty points. It's not really telling you most of what's going on. It's just giving you tidbits, stuff we already knew. But it's putting the movie into a frame. But I still think there's too many moving parts in this movie, and I think it'll be a narrative mess. It's still going to make $1.2 billion.
Yes.
It'll make, but I don't think it's going to have the fuzzy good feelings that No Way Home had.
There's a No Way Home had some of the best feelings ever. This movie, I'm still getting like this depression style feel from it. Like there is something there that I'm not looking forward to. You're right about it having just too many moving parts. It looks like Scorpion though. Like they show it at the very beginning. It feels
I
like
think that's
Scorpion's
early
gonna be
on. I think they pretty much spoiled that.
That's got to be
This is
first act fight.
where because he talks about him losing control and he just beats the shit out of him here.
Like you can see if I try to hit it right, like you
Where
can
he
see in
slams
the
him into
little.
the police car.
Well, not just that, but like playing
The
it
black
for,
eye thing.
Yeah, I'm playing it for a second.
Yeah, with the man spider coming on.
If it's man spider, we don't know if it's man spider. And listen, man spider, that's a legitimate Spider-Man story arc, but you're lumping it in once again with too many things, and that's a story arc where he's going to literally change it to a monster. And
Yes.
It's too much. And screw you, Mark Ruffalo Hulk and Jean Grey and the Hand, possibly Daredevil. We know Punisher. And then, of course, the giant red flag. Zendaya MJ is clearly more involved in this story than just a passing.
Yeah.
And that's a mistake. I've said that since the beginning. I've said that since the beginning. Having her and Ned still be a part of this when you could have made a clean break, it's going to drag this story down.
I still don't.
There's way too many people.
I still don't think Jean Grey's the big bad. I don't. I can't believe that.
Not the big bad, but she's an
Sadie Sink is Jean Grey.
Sadie Sink is Jean Grey.
The toys spoiled it. The toys already spoiled it like they always do.
But
I heard somebody trying to say that the entity that's been jumping from body to body was the Phoenix Force that would eventually find Jean.
We said that like a long time ago. Yeah.
Yes, Kip Cass. Yes. They are doing the latest.
Yeah, they're doing War World. They're doing War World Secret Wars, not Beyond or Secret Wars.
Yeah, so you have a bunch of craziness here. I'm also worried about how many times we keep seeing the grave and everything. I am scared we might get one more day after this.
Oh.
Well, why be scared? One more day only matters if it's fucking up something good.
That's you know what? You're right.
Yo, well,
who gives a fuck?
What do we care what happens with this MJ?
Who cares? What do I care?
Well, just to complicate things further, you guys know Keith David is in the movie.
Yeah,
too,
but he's not actually in the movie.
Did you hear what his character description is?
No.
David Attenborough style character. So the joke is right now that he's going to be narrating the movie like a nature documentary.
Yeah, I love me my
because that's who David Attenborough is.
Keith
if you didn't know, Jeremy.
No,
if you watch the first trailer, that's what he's doing. Is just talking about spiders. Like a nature documentary.
You're right. Now I remember him from the last trailer. Now, yeah.
He does it here too, doesn't he?
No, he's not in this trailer. He was in the previous trailer.
No, not in this trailer.
Yeah, remember I commented.
I don't want Savage Hulk in this one either. We should have gotten that.
I commented. Remember, I said the last time we were the last trailer. I said, "What is Keith David doing here? Why are we hearing Keith David? What's going on here?" I remember I said that. And I don't. I'm sorry, Mark Ruffalo Hulk. Whatever.
Mark Ruffalo Hulk is.
At least he got his Hulk face back.
Well, that's because he's
not
Savage
Smart
Hulk now.
anymore.
He's not.
But I don't. How do they even do this?
They rip off his band that controls it.
Yeah, his device, and then he's possessed, and so
he's Professor Hulk.
No, he's no longer. And then he gets possessed. No, he's regular David. He's regular Bruce Banner.
No. So I get that. So, but last we left him, he was still Professor.
She-Hulk doesn't count. She-Hulk doesn't count. She-Hulk doesn't count.
I'm not even counting She-Hulk.
Jeremy. So yeah, She-Hulk is important to this, him being able to divide the characters. But the reason he's not Smart Hulk here is because he got possessed here, and that made him savage.
I mean, through the movie, because what they do is they show the band from She-Hulk.
Yeah.
But why do you need the band if you were Professor Hulk and you were the best of both worlds and controlling it all? Why do you need it to begin with? Why not just stay Hulk?
Moved it from She-Hulk because remember, prior to that, there was a clip. I forget which movie it was. I think it was Shang-Chi or the Eternals.
Yeah, the end of Shang-Chi,
where they showed him as Bruce Banner with the inhibitor
on, with Captain Marvel and the holograms.
It's only in She-Hulk that he was Professor Hulk again, and She-Hulk doesn't count because it was a giant troll job. Didn't happen.
You're right.
They made some excuse about him needing to figure out that technology to heal from his snap arm. Like they needed the human side to help him heal. It was really weird. I remember something like that from She-Hulk.
Point is,
but this is a good shot to bring it up. So I'm not sold on the film, just overall one way or another. I don't know if it's going to be good. This trailer did nothing for me emotionally. I do have to say though, this is my favorite live action suit.
Yes,
I
because it's very
fucking
close to
love
it's very
this.
close to classic spook.
Mhm.
It's close as they've gotten
It's
to it. Yeah.
perfect.
I think I like
Mhm.
Toby's a little bit more, but this is a good one.
You
This
see,
is a close
I
second.
know people have nostalgia for Toby's. I never liked the raised webbing on Toby's suit. It always
It does
bothered
look a
me.
little
I
weird.
never
I
liked
like it a lot.
Mhm. I never liked Andrew's. I like Andrew's quippiness, but I never liked
what
his suit.
and
as
what I do
Spider-Man.
one thing I will say about modern day suit is I appreciate that the eyes move, that they've got the technology for the special effects where the eyes move, because Spider-Man's eyes always did move in the comics. It wasn't a fixed thing. But this is the closest to the classic suit, which is a good thing. Now, of course, based upon the end of Daredevil Aborted Again season 2, he might be breaking Daredevil out of jail here because the hand, and they're in jail in prison. So Daredevil is likely in this movie. Because remember, there was in the last trailer, there was a similar scene to No Way Home where it looks like there has to be a second person underneath him in the shot. And people were saying that might have been Daredevil. So that would explain why the hand and this and that. And too many moving parts.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not necessarily too many villains like they're saying in the chat. There's just too many characters overall. Just Ned and MJ should be taken out. Punisher, Jean Grey, maybe Daredevil, Hulk. Yeah, we do agree. Scorpion's going to be in 5 minutes.
I would prefer Scorpion being one of the more important villains, not just a one and done. It looks like
central villain.
I would prefer Kraven.
He's a thug villain.
He's a thug.
He's a thug. This would be a perfect time still for Kraven.
It would have been,
especially with the Man Spider. Yeah. If he is going Man Spider, Kraven hears
that, and that would be building off.
That's the best prey.
That would be building off Spider-Man the Animated Series, where they brought in Kraven in that adaptation to hunt him when he went Man Spider. So that happened. There is an adaptation where he did that. But here the thing is too, though. If you just said it though, all these things, if they took out no Zendaya MJ and no Ned, I would have a lot more faith in this movie. It's Zendaya MJ that is just it's a sword of Damocles hanging over this movie, and if it falls, her presence could ruin it, and because she just is not good as part of it.
She's not a good actress. Period.
I have heard some people say that the symbiote.
It can't. How? When?
I hope it's not.
I don't know.
Because, they did suggest the symbiote was in this universe, and then they ruined it in Venom 3.
Yeah, in Venom.
Because remember at the Far From Home end credit scene, Venom came into the main MCU, and then he didn't appear in No Way Home. So he went back to his universe and left some goo behind. The end of Venom 3, the end credit scene said, oh yeah, we said he left some goo behind. That was actually in Venom's own universe. So they recontained it in Venom's universe.
And they had that whole thing how all symbiotes across all universes have shared knowledge, which is bullshit.
Mm-hmm. That's how he knew who Spider-Man was. Oh my God, I forgot
it's so
about
bad.
that.
And so but I don't think it's the symbiote, because the black eyes are not a symptom of the symbiote. They're not.
Well,
it wouldn't make sense to go to Bruce Banner about mutations and change in himself.
It's Man Spider 100%, unless they're going to find a way to make Man Spider be the reason the symbiote shows up, which I don't understand how you could do that. I don't.
And you know what I hate? And this was originated by Sam Raimi Spider-Man. I loved it that what little I do love of this, that he had mechanical web shooters, just like Andrew Garfield said. I don't like organic web shooters. I don't. Part of Spider-Man's combat style is the fact that it's part of his science, and he can run out of web shooters. Sometimes you run out of web shooters, oh shit, I'm fucked. Or when he can adapt the web shooters to a certain type of villain. So that's part of it. So when it's just organic, I never liked organic web shooters. Never a fan.
I can see what you're saying. I like the idea of organic web shooters, but I can get where you're coming from. Plus, I mean, organic web shooters, where does it... There was a joke, but it is one of those things like, how does it...
Why is it going? Why is it in his hands? It doesn't make any... There's no logical sense.
It should be his butt. Honestly, that's a joke, but kind of makes sense.
So I love web shooters. Mechanical web shooters. I love the idea of that stuff because it also shows Peter's intelligence. Because Peter's not a fucking idiot. Peter Parker is a genius.
Yeah.
And sometimes it gets downplayed because you're running up against the Tony Starks and the Reed Richards and I keep saying David Banner for some fucking reason. Bruce Banners, the super geniuses, the super geniuses of that. But Peter Parker is really fucking smart. He can hang with those guys. Maybe not to the very end of it, but he can hang with them. And he's an inventor. He can make shit.
He still has his web shooters, but if they're going Man Spider, I think that's enough to justify temporary organic web
I
shooters.
think Ginger Norseman is right. I think he will go. I don't think the organic web shooters will make it to the end of the movie. I think whatever he's going through, he'll go back to normal version of what he was. But I have so many red flags with this movie that I can't get interested. And if I watch it, I doubt I'll review it. I'll probably just watch it so I can talk about it. But I won't do a review on it probably.
The only thing I'm planning on doing with it is basically talking about it here because, again, that's kind of what we do. We're going to be doing it with Supergirl next week.
I will say, at least the popcorn bucket's a real popcorn bucket.
Yes. I do want the Spider-Man.
No, I'm talking about the one where he's stuck on the side of a building. It's a big cube.
Oh, yeah.
That's a real popcorn bucket. At least it's a real popcorn bucket.
Well, speaking of merch for the movie, I actually have a Weird and Wild that would be a great transition into Supergirl.
Yes, let's do it.
So, as we know, superhero teams haven't been good for a while. We haven't gotten an Avengers level thing for a very long time, and we don't expect Avengers Doomsday to be good. But thankfully, with Supergirl coming out soon, we can assemble our own team. All in the theater.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've seen. Well, we've already made fun of the uncut.
We have already made fun of the cup.
The cup is what the fuck. But then that fuck. What is that thing?
The Spider-Man cup is worse, I think. But they do fit together. They do make quite the team.
They do. And I mean, the Spider-Man cup already looks like it's good.
Yeah, I'm not drinking out of that.
No.
Well, there's actually a different use for this Spider-Man cup, if you guys didn't know. You could also use it as a diaphragm.
What? You know what, Memer? The internet's undefeated. The internet's undefeated.
He's done.
Yeah, he's done. Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Gross.
What the fuck?
It's gross.
It is gross.
It's their mistake for making this fucking cup.
Get your nearest fleshlight here.
At your local theater.
I mean, it's
I don't know if you guys saw.
Remember the Dune 2 popcorn bucket and all the. This is worse.
Yeah, that was unintentional. Yeah, this is worse. And I don't know if you guys saw Zendaya this week said that to prepare for Brand New Day, you should bring tissues to the theater. She actually said that.
They're officially married.
Obviously, she implied.
They're officially married now. They are.
They've been married for a little while.
Yeah, but now they've.
We thought they were. They've just confirmed it.
Man, I hope that they just take their money and go at this point. Just don't.
I really hope that he takes her last name.
What is her last name?
Oh, he'd just be Tom.
I get it.
And she has a real name, obviously.
Yes, I know.
And it's not Zendaya, but it is funny. It's just Tom.
Yes.
Supergirl.
That's enough internet for the day.
Yeah. We're going Supergirl. What the fuck is wrong with the internet? God damn it. Let's get into this. So Supergirl's coming out next week. God damn it.
They've lowered the projections again.
Again?
Wait, what's the
current
projection?
God.
I'll get it.
Okay, you'll get it. So right now, Millie Alcock, I guess there was the red carpet this week, and it was it's what you would expect. The marketing for this movie has already been bad. They've been begging people to come see it. There's always just full-length clips. You could basically see the entire movie on X right now with how often they just throw out different clips because they're desperate to get people into the theater here. But at the same time, they're stupid. they're so fucking stupid. I mean, I have it here, but we have the clips as well. Supergirl star Millie Alcock claims the film is beautiful because it's not centered around a man. Says Kara would probably go both ways. Regardless of how audiences interpret the comments, they have once again shifted attention away from the film itself and towards debates about identity, sexuality, and representation. Like, that's all you've ever gotten. Again, everybody was fine with Millie Alcock, whatever the fuck, being Supergirl, but they have to force in the agenda shit.
I wasn't.
Okay,
I never was.
Yeah, the comments are actually worse than what's in this headline here. She talked about, she was asked, what do you think about Supergirl being a queer icon? And she's like, yes, I love it. You could even see that she doesn't adhere to the binary because she kicks ass. So she doesn't stick to the gender
So I
binary.
have the clip here about her being the queer icon. First, Adam, let's see that.
All right, so that up. I've got 3 different articles here posted within the past 24 hours. One is a Geek Tyrant. They're saying that it has dropped now to between 47 and 60 million domestically. Cosmic Book News says between 45 and 55, possibly as low as 39. And comicbookmovie.com is saying between 47 and 60. Oh no, that's initial. So I'm sorry, that's initial. But it's wait, they moved it. Fuck, don't care about that. But it's not looking good. It's not looking good. This thing just keeps tanking, and her talking like a crazy bitch.
No,
doesn't helping it. I mean,
she's marketing this movie like it came out in 2020. She's doing the full Brie Larson, Rachel Zegler.
I would say more Rachel
marketing.
Zegler than Brie Larson. It's more. That's what I attributed to the other day.
What year is it? She's doing a worse job marketing this than James Gunn.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. If you're going Kara Zor-El, which this is, you know who her end game is in terms of love? Do you know who her end game is?
No.
Brainiac 5, when she goes to the future with the League of Superheroes.
Oh, you're right.
That's her end game. Brainiac 5 is her who she ends up with. And he's a dude, he's straight. They're straight.
Yeah.
She's
They're not going to do that.
But she
needs to be a
gay.
queer.
She was never gay. Even Shapeshifter Supergirl was getting pounded by Lex Luthor when he was pretending to be his son in a clone body when he was like red mane, red bearded Lex Luthor during the death and life of Superman. She was getting plowed by him. So I mean, there's she was never gay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Until recently, of course, I'm sure.
Maybe Tom King made her gay, but that's Tom King who likes to punch himself in the dick.
Yes.
But she's not feminine, so she's non-binary, so she's a queer icon, and she's gay.
Yes.
So she has fights with people, and that's not feminine. Therefore, she's gay.
Yes. Yeah. But let's go ahead.
Over the years, many fans have embraced Supergirl as a queer icon. What do you think is about Kara that inspires that kind of connection? I think.
Where was this premiere?
I have no idea. Oh, look at that. It's probably not on purpose, but I see the trans colors, you know, the pink, the blues, the black. Look at it.
I played a few characters that might have a potential queer through line.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Sounds so gay.
Right, I said I commented on this line the other day. She's played no characters. She's played all 3 people. She has a filmography that I can count on 2 hands. I don't.
The only one I could think of is
Rhaenyra, but when
she wasn't
when
gay
she
yet.
played Rhaenyra, she was just wanted to get pounded by Dick. She wasn't into the clam slam.
So in the books, if I remember, there is hints and accusations.
No, later on, but not in the beginning.
Yeah, later
when she
on,
was
not
Rhaenyra.
her version.
The point is, but
it's Emma D'Arcy's.
Let's be clear here. Millie Alcock has next to nothing of a filmography. She hasn't done anything. She's been acting for about a decade, but has only one recognizable role. This is her true big shot premiere. She's done nothing.
Is it just me or does she have a horse face right now? Just in this angle.
But I'm starting to notice more of those tattoos. Like, girl, you really are a fucking Zoomer and a white woman.
And it takes so much work for those tattoos to be covered up on every job that she gets.
Yes.
I have many queer friends, so honestly, I'm kind of honored. I'm honored that.
Oh my god!
Want to burn
She
it
there-
all?
Country Valley
there
girl?
is nothing going on up there. Nothing.
No.
She
Nothing at
is
all.
an idiot. She's a moron.
Yes.
Does whatever she's told, and wants social media and diversity head pats. That's what she wants.
Yes.
That's happening, but I think because she doesn't live inside the binary of what we think a woman should be, that is what makes her so special and so exciting.
You know where
tomboys exist?
You know where she got that? She got that from working alongside Emma Darcy, because she's all Miss non-binary.
She got it because
influenced during that period of time. That's where she got that.
I could agree with that, but at the same time, like, she truly believes the shit. Everything she's saying is.
But
what
that
she
was
believes.
her. Emma Darcy was her indoctrination. That was her indoctrination.
Well, yeah, she's got an empty brain, so all her opinions are the ones that have been given to her by people like Emma.
Yes. She is your standard. This is why you keep your kids out of Hollywood. This year, they become this.
Exciting and so new. And yeah, I kind of thought that as well. I was like, she'd do what she'd want to do in that regard anyway. But yeah, thank you.
I'm just. But we got more. We got another one here. I know this is from Disbrew, but I don't remember which comment this was, because it's how to kill this, and I was about to pull it up. I think this is one of the newer ones. Sonia, here. Well, why don't we just go to Sonia?
This is.
She'd probably go both ways. Okay, this is.
Yeah, I haven't heard. This is the one that came after. I only commented on the previous one because that was the one in the article that I worked with. This one hadn't been covered yet when this.
Well, let's do it.
Discussion online about Kara's queerness in the
Oh God, more queer
comics. Was that something that you explored when you were preparing for the role?
It wasn't, but in honor of Pride Month, as I'm getting all these questions, I don't know. I think that what makes this film so beautiful is that it's not centered around a man. It's not centered around love at all. If anything.
Yeah.
Stop it. That's a lie. It's centered about the love for her fucking dog. This movie's about getting a
classic white girl.
It's about her cure for the fucking fake crypto. This movie's centered around that. The dog, with all of this, people have already forgotten that this movie's about getting a cure for crypto. That is the inciting incident.
Well, she is right, though, unfortunately, because they've wrapped asexual into the gay community and the queer community, so the lack of sex is sex.
Yes.
I hate this.
Like, asexual is a sexuality in the alphabet community now.
Queerly radio. What the fuck is queerly radio?
I don't know.
Sounds gay.
It sounds super gay. Everything about this, like, all you're doing is constantly turning more and more audiences off of the movie.
And that
I know everybody's been bringing up, like, the Marvels, all these different shows and stuff. Like, all you are doing is pissing us off more and more.
This is
smug satisfaction.
This is why I said this the other day. This is Rachel Zegler level shit. She is so obnoxious. And listen, I'll say this: she is more attractive than Rachel Zegler, but she's still not that hot. She's still not that hot.
How's Rachel doing, by the way?
Not that good.
Trying to get relevancy again. Remember last time we saw her was that the what's that stupid thing where they all get dressed up like idiots?
Oh, Met Gala.
Met Gala. Last time we saw her was the Met Gala with her weird outfit and her going and her chin jutting out. That's the last time we saw her trying to get relevancy there. No, she's failing. No, but she is. Millie Alcock is mid. But for some reason, the Simps all want her. And I'll trace it back. They want her because she was high and drunk on stage at the Golden Globes. That's why they want her. That's why they want her, because, oh, look, she's kind of cute, but she's so high and drunk. That's so edgy. And she was borderline PDF file in House of the Dragon.
Yes.
Season 1. That's why they like her. They won't admit that, but that's why they like her.
Yes. She went from being a fun character, like a good actress, to now it feels like they want her to be the next Rachel Zegler. And I'm sorry, honey, you're just so fucking insufferable. I want nothing to do with you.
It's going to end your short career.
No, this movie's going to end her career. If this movie opens this weekend to less than Mandalorian Grogu with similar marketing and production budgets, this thing's going to lose tons of money when the Ellisons open the books next year. She's done. I mean, they've already got her in Man of Tomorrow, so she's got one more role.
This whole universe is done once the Ellisons get
done.
in.
It's done.
Oh yeah, everyone talking about Lobo, the best part of this film, most likely.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get 10 minutes of Lobo and never get him again.
Have you guys seen the embargo reviews coming up now since yesterday when they all say, "Oh, they moved up the embargo. That means it's a good sign." No, that's you running your shill army out there, all saying the same thing. When you have Rachel Leachman, we remember Rachel Leachman of Mary
Doctor
Sue.
Who, Mary Sue, all that.
She's coming out there saying it's okay. Supergirl's messy. Women can be messy. No.
They've already said that.
This is not the shit we want. And I've seen multiple reviews saying it's like Mad Max. This movie's like Mad Max. It looks and feels like Mad Max. And people are responding. If it's like Furiosa, Furiosa. If it's like Thunder Road, I'm sold. What, the worst Mad Max movie? Not a real Mad Max movie.
If it's really just Mad Max, that is the most boring space environment you can have. Yeah. It's great in Mad Max, but if we're going to space, be fucking creative. Don't just do
If it's
desert.
not Mel Gibson, it's not Mad Max. I'll say that. I'll tell you that. Say that now.
Yes.
Point is, so all the reviews are saying the same thing. At least 90% of them. There are a few outliers who are telling the truth, but the protection is running hard. They're talking about scores, this and that. And listen, I am both looking forward to and not looking forward to having to review this next week because it's going to hurt my brain a lot. And I just want this to be done. But I will, once the review's done, I will so much enjoy watching this thing lose probably $250 to $300 million. Because, but let me run the numbers. Mando Grogu, 175 million production value. Sorry, 165 million production, 135 marketing. We know this for a fact. $300 million total times 2, 600 million break even. This one is 175 million production budget, and probably a similar marketing, despite what the fuck Deadline tried to tell us a week ago. Its break even is between $500 and $600 million, if anything. Even if you just run the 175 times 2.5, that's 412. If Mando Grogu, who will have a higher domestic opening with its 81 to this thing's sub 75, if Mando Grogu can't get more than $320 million, because that's about where it's going to crap out in the next couple weeks, there's no way this movie makes any money. What'll be even more funny is if it doesn't even hit the fake 315 break even.
Oh, I hope
that'd be even more funny.
Oh man,
it's going to be hilarious.
This movie is going
to,
and she is a part of it. From attacking dads to attacking Christians to attacking men, and now this queer bullshit. She is a large part of the reason this movie's going to fail, despite what the goddamn idiots on X are saying. Oh, we love her. Oh, we love Millie. Oh, she's the perfect Supergirl. Fuck off.
Well, if you grew up in Hollywood, you might think that that's how the world works. So of course she's acting this way because that's all she knows. I do feel kind of bad for her. You know, like a Stockholm child.
Yeah. And she's and once she gets out of this and does Superman of Tomorrow, she'll probably get one, maybe two more things, but then she's done. Because I mean, what I am curious about now, we saw her in House of the Dragon for what, Jed? 4 episodes?
Yeah, something like that in season 1.
She didn't do much. She didn't do much.
I do think she was one of the best parts besides the King and Matt Smith, obviously.
She's not in every scene, that's my point where I'm going with this. She's probably in 90% of this movie. Can she carry a movie? Can she carry any sort of project? We're going to see that. In my prediction, she cannot. That is my prediction. She cannot carry a movie. And when Momoa comes on there, and what I'm hearing, Momoa is just basically doing Momoa as Lobo. That's what I'm hearing. He will steal it when he's there until he gets cucked.
Which sucks because he looks great.
Until he gets cucked, which he will likely get cucked in some way, shape, or form. Disaster.
Yes. Disaster. But let's finish this up real quick.
We'll see. I don't really know, but I don't know. I don't know.
It's great.
She'd probably go both.
I don't know. Okay,
the hamster
probably
fell
goes
off the wheel.
Both ways is what she was
the hamster fell off the wheel.
I'm so.
She's going off script.
Yes. I was gonna quickly see is there another comment here or not. Look, this movie's dead.
Oh yeah,
It's so fucking dead.
oh
I
yeah,
don't know anybody that's legitimately excited for this. Yes, you get your shills and your bots out there saying
yeah.
that they're happy. Did you hear? This was going around, and I don't know where the thing is, but I got told about this.
Hmm.
You want to know one of the big ways they're marketing this movie?
Tell me.
Did you know they made her cape out of the original Superman
Yes,
cape?
I did read that, and I said, "Fuck you for dishonoring that."
They would have had to cut it
No, no,
up.
they didn't. So it was made from the same cloth, not the same cape, the same
Okay.
Oh,
cloth.
fuck off. That has
But
fuck
still, it
off.
doesn't make sense. Why are you doing it for her? Why didn't you do that for what's his fuck? The actual Superman.
Yeah.
Because
Hornswallow made
Yeah.
more sense to
because
do
you need
that
to make a new
for.
52 cape for him. Have you seen the shots of his new suit? They
No.
amped up the new 52 aspects even more. The collar is an inch higher.
Yeah, he heard the criticism and he leaned into
Yep.
everything people didn't like. Very James
Yeah,
Gunn
I
of
mean
him.
they
in
kept the
fact.
underoos, but they making it way more new 52 suit. Good job. Good job.
Yeah, I'm just what the fuck? What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I'm just already tired of the universe. I don't I'm not even excited for the Batman part 2, the Batman. I'm kind of just
Oh,
like it'll happen. It'll
oh,
happen and then we got to move away.
oh, did
Yeah,
you
I
hear
have no
this?
interest
Did
in
you
it.
hear this
Hmm.
when I saw this a little before stream started? Rumor has it, what's the dude who was the co-star of Breaking Bad's name? I just forgot his name because I don't really know him.
Aaron
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 Paul.
Paul.
They say he's in Clayface, and people are now saying he's Batman. Rumor is that he's in Clayface with
He's too
in an
tiny.
undisclosed role, and that he might be Batman. It's a rumor. I doubt it. He's too small to be Batman. But
That's if
if he is,
terrible,
though,
if
I would
true.
love it. That would be great.
Oh my
I give
god.
up.
All right.
I give up.
Well, since,
Walter White or Bryan Cranston would make a better Batman than Aaron
all right.
Paul.
So to cleanse our palate, I
And then
want to
let's
work
do the
out.
Final Fantasy stuff.
I want to
Ooh,
work out. I want to go work out right now.
I want to go work out.
I want a spot for her.
Yeah.
She's working hard.
Yeah.
I don't think she needs a spot. She's got some good padding.
Well, I mean, I don't care.
I'll help her.
I'm going to stand right over her, and I'm going to spot for her, and I'm going to help her.
Fortunately, they're not moving all that much.
Bryan Cranston.
Is,
he's too old. He's too old.
Big Batman Returns.
See, I like a girl who, understands what's important.
Yes.
Boobies.
Boobies. Sorry, we got mesmerized. Let's go to that Final Fantasy thing that you had.
Okay, well, it's all right. It's not so much it's more along the lines of a discussion. A discussion. Before we do that though, let's Jed, you mentioned it started the stream.
Uh-oh.
You started Remake, and you took my advice.
I did.
Now people are wondering, Jed, you're streaming games. Why aren't you streaming it? Because I advised Jed to play Final Fantasy Remake off stream because Jed, this is your first Final Fantasy game, correct?
It is.
And if you streamed it saying it's your first game, you would likely get people. Dermy, you can probably corroborate this. You'd get people all over you saying, "Fuck you! This should be your first game."
There's people that vehemently hate this universe.
Yeah.
Which sucks because I found it incredible so far. Like I already want to end stream now and just go play it.
Yeah.
I'm getting the Crimson Desert urge that we talked about before. Adam's just like, why am I not doing it right now?
Dude, that's the thing. You've got a story that's
it's very good so far.
Yeah.
The nice little teases. I am still struggling with how gay all the men look besides Barrett.
Cloud doesn't look so gay.
Sephiroth teases
Cloud
we've gotten so far.
Gay.
Well,
Cloud looks
always
pretty gay.
He always looked like that.
But also, Cloud.
Yeah. No. I realize it's the anime thing,
and
that was a nice dig. I worked hard on that one.
But I mean, well, you haven't met the other characters yet. I mean, you met Sid and Vincent, and you'll meet them.
No, I'm still very early on. I'm partway through chapter 3, so I made it to the slums where Tifa's living. I got into the apartment next to her, and I've been doing side quests around the slums, dealing with the monsters in the area.
You say you're all right. So you are still in the early mission stuff like that. The shit hasn't really hit the fan yet, but in this early on, which team are you?
between the Tifa or the other girl.
Team Tifa or Team Aerith. Now you haven't had a whole lot of Aerith yet.
I haven't had a whole lot of Aerith, which is really hard because I like Aerith, Jessie, and Tifa.
Oh, no, Jessie's a good
Here's
one.
the thing: Jessie gets so much more in this than the original game. She gets so much more in this. In fact, the fact that she wants to like just mount Cloud is a whole new thing that they added into this.
Her boom
so much so that
great.
when Remake came out, a lot of, let's just say, thirst material was made about Jessie that wasn't made before. Because rightfully so, because they made her damn sexy. I mean, now you can appreciate it. Everybody is sexy in this game. The designs are all there. But so all right. So that's not a fair question to ask yet because you haven't had enough of Aerith.
Is Aerith going to be a fighting team member or just a character?
No, she's
that
a part
of
your team.
With? Okay,
she is.
Okay, she can.
She's your mage. She's your caster. She's your primary caster.
Okay, because if I were to make the decision right now, Tifa's who you date and go on crazy adventures with, but Aerith's who you settle down with.
He needs more time.
Yes, he does need more.
Do I need more time?
More time.
You need more time.
Just Aerith has major marriage
listen,
vibes.
Aerith is a beautiful soul, and I would do all.
I wanted to hit her with
a
stick sometimes,
but I would do all. She's a smart ass. Aerith is also a smart.
Okay, yeah, I haven't gotten any of that. Smart ass. I just had like the one flower scene where she ran out being chased by ghosts.
The whispers. They're called whispers. But so no, you need more time. You need more time. There's but there's a thing called Tifa supremacy.
Tifa supremacy.
Tifa supremacy.
There's also something called the Honeybee Club or what the bee club.
And
it's not as bad as the original game, but
no, but you still. And the thing is, when you get to that happened in the first game. When you get to the Honeybee Club, Jed, this happened in the original game, just not to the extent that it happens in this game. There's more to it in this game, but it happened.
Okay.
The events of that happened. So that's, I believe in this one, I think that's chapter 9 or chapter 10 in this game.
Okay.
So
I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
It's the Sector 6 slums. It's when you get to the Sector 6 slums.
I think it's about either halfway through when you get there or a little before halfway.
You go back.
Because, you go back, but that's like, I'm trying not to spoil it for Jed.
Yeah. Well, we're not saying anything. I just want you to know that when you get to that is original content from the game. What you're seeing a lot in this game is a lot of the major events are all canon to the original game from FF7 on PS1.
And then all side quests.
Yes.
You will get locked out of them.
Yeah. When you go to that mentality, if there's still a quest to be done or a mini game to be done, do it. Do it so you get all the rewards and get all the quests. And you can go, there is chapter selection once you beat the game, so you can go back and do it. And some quests are unlocked in hard mode. You don't get all quests too. There is a trophy for completing all quests. Some of them are only unlocked in hard mode. But there's there's one mini game. Every time I hit it, both on Rebirth and on Remake, I did it perfectly. And it's those like what you're gonna do at the Honeybee Club and stuff like that. That style of a game. Yeah. I'm about to do the Rebirth version of that. And it took me, I remember when you did it, I was so pissed at you because you got it instantly, and that took me an hour to do it.
Yeah.
And I had to turn the audio off so that I could concentrate and not be distracted by sounds. It's button combination stuff is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then when it came to there's the ones that Adam is somehow decent at, which is a circle. You have to do like boom, 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 like the button mashing part when you're doing the
the exercises. Yeah, I have to turn all audio off on that one too and just focus because I find a rhythm with my thumb and I just and I get it done, and I got those done. There's a great one in Rebirth with Tifa doing sit-ups in a bikini.
Ooh, I got things to look forward to.
Listen, Rebirth, and now you're gonna get it because I just signed on in my remake. Now, once you unlock it, you can change the clothes anywhere. Now, if you're playing on the PC, so you can get all the mods you want. You can put Tifa in all kinds of crazy outfits.
I usually like to play a game
first time through
vanilla,
unaltered.
No mods the first time through, and then my second time through, I'll come up with the most crazy bullshit.
You can. So I respect that totally. Don't have it be pure that first time, but
the first time I always try to
mod
be
the hell out of the outfits for everybody on PC. But anyway, so your early days, so we can't give those. So, but essentially, you really enjoy the combat, and I think the combat is done well because it's a perfected combination of menu and action and action combat, and I think it's done really well.
Well, the menu I was struggling with a little bit, and then I found out that they were the automatic shortcuts to the abilities, at least.
Yeah.
So with the control LB and then X is his brawler attack. So having that is very nice. I mean, I'm already used to stuff like that with Witcher quick.
See, I did that in the beginning. Now I go full menu because it slows down the combat and it gives me a second to think what I want to do. And I used to do the quick one. Now I just go full menu just so I can carefully think it about, especially in hard mode where I have to think about it in Rebirth. Otherwise, I'm getting slammed hard. But I'm glad you're enjoying this, and I don't care if it's your first Final Fantasy entry because it's a great entry point as far as I'm concerned. If you want to get, because I said before, and Dermy, you may or may not agree with this. I think that the remake Rebirth series, Revelations, I think it does the characters way more justice than the original because you get so much more with them. You get so much.
Well, it sounds like you have more time too, because it's a trilogy versus one.
You get more
game.
time. You get more conversations. The side missions. People say, "Whoa, man!"
There's some good side missions. There's some good side missions. There's some also really. I'm ready to get this shit over with by now.
Yeah. Well, Rebirth, of course, is a more open world than because you're right now in Revelations. You're semi on the rails because there's just Midgard. And you move around, do this and that, but Rebirth, it's full open world when the
well, Deckard, Jed has hurt your soul. He is a ginger though. So
I have.
Well, I mean, I listen. I can understand that perspective, but in today, it's going to happen.
I would never play the original Cold Cock,
and because.
Like, I could fall in love with the franchise, and, I just need a good starting point that makes sense for me.
If you're going to fall in love with Final Fantasy, I'm glad you're falling in love with like this, and it may open you up to visiting more classic JRPG, because what people have to know is, for Jed's example, Jed is not a fan of classic JRPG format. He's not.
I've just never played them, really.
And what you've seen hasn't appealed to you. So, if you can fall in love with Final Fantasy, and remember, it's the same themes, same styles, just different.
Oh, and the music is extraordinary.
This is the original soundtrack too, with a little more. The original composer of Final Fantasy, I'm not going to try and butcher his name right now. I need it in front of me to say it right. Nobu Uematsu, something like that. He is a genius. He is one of the best game scorers of all time.
In chapter 2, after they blow up the Mako reactor and it goes way bigger than they expected, and a lot of people are hurt, just Cloud walking through the destruction, the Sephiroth visions, and that music just having him sit with a bit of guilt, honestly. Now, it's so good.
Now, because it's all fresh for you, you don't know what's coming. Dermy and I know the story, and we know how fucked up everything is. And I would love now, of course, even when you get done with Rebirth, we have to pull up short because we can't tell you what's going to happen in Revelations. So there is so much and that's what I still say that Remake and Rebirth do well, is that they're adding more power to it.
And I say they do change some things, but they're not they're not bastardizing it.
Yeah.
A good example is always Barrett. They change how Barrett's story works out. You're not going to get that until Rebirth. So you still got a time.
Okay.
They change how it works
explain it to you when
how
the
it
time
plays out, but it's still the same story. And it's so fucking good.
I've already gone on a full arc with Barrett because I knew people loved Barrett going in. Rachel even knew that. She was telling me that. I didn't know anything about him, though. In the first 2 chapters, I hated him. He was constantly blaming Cloud for shit. You'd hear a robot and he'd be like, "Hey, you betrayed us!" And then now that we're in the slums, he's slowed down. He's had a chance to let his adrenaline drop. He's good.
You haven't even gotten his real story.
You don't
get that to Rebirth.
No, I have no backstory for him.
You don't get his real story and understand just how good of a character he is until Rebirth, which is sad. That is my biggest complaint about Remake Rebirth. You're gonna have to wait for that.
But he doesn't have to because he has
the good stuff.
That
I do have.
That's
both
fair,
games,
but like how it first played out, if people like how Deckard's
Is
dead.
the combat pretty similar between them?
Refined. It's refined
No.
even more in Rebirth.
It gets changed in Rebirth. Remember, they have
Slightly.
the sync system.
Well, that's why I said refined. They added stuff to it, and the synergy system is fantastic in Rebirth, and it's necessary for the combat. It really is. But they refine it, and everybody's saying that, and now and there's a belief that they're going to even take it up, tweak it another notch for Revelation. They'll just do because they have to, because you've got 2 more characters coming in with different combat styles, so they're going to have to. But woman either
Hey,
all right,
Rider Flights Monday at 7.
Either contribute to the conversation or shut up. I don't need your sass. I'm not on my channel right now. I can tell you to shut up, woman. Anyway, now
the guys who helped us with the initial attack, not Jesse or Barrett, the other two, are they in the? Are they in it a lot? That's a Star Wars reference.
And that's a Square Enix joke.
That's a Square Enix joke.
I hate the fat dude. I really hate what is it, Wedge? I really can't stand the fat dude.
I don't know.
I forget which.
Wait, yeah, Wedge is the fat one.
Yeah, I can't stand him.
They do okay. They do okay. These are characters.
They're going to be around.
They're there for the whole game because they get, like everything else in Remake and Rebirth, they get more fleshed out and more to do than the original game. In the original game, they're flyby and essentially done once you're this. But they're there. They add narrative to everything. They add perspectives, and it's careful, whoa, buddy. Jed, no spoilers for Jed. No spoilers for Jed.
Yeah,
gotta be careful.
No spoil.
Gotta be careful. He can see the chat here. Gotta be careful. We gotta be. No, Jed, close your eyes. Close your chat.
I saw it.
Close the chat.
That's depressing.
Yeah, guys, you gotta be careful here.
Yeah,
be very careful with what you're doing right now, guys.
We're gonna be doing this on a weekly segment now while Jed is playing this. We're gonna check in and we're gonna talk about how he's doing. So we should have said that's our fault. We should have said, guys,
please be wary. That is our fault. Hey, buddy,
it's our fault. We didn't say please watch the spoilers for Jed because he's the first son. It's okay. It's all right. It's no problem. But they get more narrative meat, which is why you're more connected to them. You're already more connected to them because that's why I say I love the original game. I love all Final Fantasy. Remember, as the old man of the panel, I was there in 85, 86 when FF1 came out, when it was supposed to be their last gasp, Square's last gasp to make anything. Squaresoft, and it took off. So I have been there for everything. The only main lines I have never played are I played all of them. Only ones I never played 5 because they didn't get a domestic release in the period of time when I was really interested in playing it. I played 1, of course. I played partway through 2 and hated the combat system. Couldn't do it. I played about a third of the way through 3 on Game Boy Advance when it got released on that. I wasn't enjoying it, so I shut that one down. 4 is my GOAT. It's my sentimental favorite because I love the story and the characters. Never played 5. 6 is one of the GOATs. I have a fantastic when I'm in the new room in August, if I'm about to hang things up, I have a fantastic anime style poster of all the FF6 characters that I got that's been sitting in a tube in my closet for 4 years. So I want to frame it and put it up.
That'd be a good one.
It's a beautiful poster. But I mean, at 7,
said, his first was 8. I still want a good poster.
I mean, FF7, and when FF7 came out, that's what changed it because it was the first FF game on Sony on the PS1. It's the first widely released one, and back in the day, I called it the doorbuster because it changed RPGs from a niche to a more mainstream genre that everybody was getting involved in. And then 8 came out. I think 8 always got more hate than it deserved. I've always liked 8. 9 is okay. I think it was too much of a reversal from what 7 and 8 did. It went a little too whimsical and not the best story, but it was okay. 10 is a GOAT. 10 is fantastic. Yes, you're kind of on the rails, but it's still great. I think Blitzball is one of the best mini games of all time. 11 is an MMO, doesn't count, and the story is not that great in 11 anyway. 12 can go eat all the ass in the world. Fuck 12. Fuck 12 in every direction. Kick it into the abyss. I don't care. You could do, Zodiac Age. No, fuck off. Hate all of 12. Because terrible characters, terrible story. and it's an MMO. What 12 was essentially 11 being made into a single player game. You could set the entire game on automation and you'd be fine if you know how to really manipulate it. So all the characters on all fight, you don't gotta do shit. And they tried to get away from the classic summons, and it was a mistake. 10-2. I love 10-2. I love 10-2. I think it is crazy. It's essentially Girls Gone Wild, but I love every second of it. I played here. I've told this story. Some you guys probably haven't heard of it, but my chat people from my chat know this one. When 10-2 came out, I was in culinary school in New York, and I got it. I played it 5 times all the way through in a week because I wanted that. I wanted the perfect ending. And I had to do that because you have to get 100% on all the quests. So I beat the living hell out of that game to get that perfect ending, to get the real ending. And then and so that was a trip, man. And I haven't played it since. But I do have it again though. I did get the 10-10 and 10-2 HD remake. I got it on sale last year for $9 on my PS5. So I got it in there. But 10-2 is great. 12, like I said, could go fuck itself. 13 started off great, and then 13, 1, 2, and 3. Eventually, I hate it. I hated it to its core because it stopped being Final Fantasy, and I didn't like what it's doing. Then 14, MMO, different category. We're going back.
We need to go back.
November. We're going back in November. We're getting ready for the expansion. You can catch up. We'll get it going. 15, massive disappointment because it was not the game we were promised. Of course, 15 has a horrible, horrible development history. That is very true with 13 versus all that kind of crap, but it's still not a game. It was a lie. 15 was a lie, and it's not fun in the end. And I hate the bittersweet ending. And then 16 was getting things back on course. Yoshi P, who does 14, was in charge of 16, and it got it back on course, and it's heading in the right direction. But and it's got the same action RPG style similar to the 17 engine, but they need to go back towards more classic menu driven than what they did with 16, because in the end, and Jeremy can confirm this, 16 at a certain point, it's a 3 combo fight. It's a 3 combo fight every time.
It gets really boring, and the story's There's some good music. I'll say that it's good music.
Listen, Ifrit versus Titan is one of the most badass fights I've ever done in a game. That's an incredible visual and fun ass fight. But in the end, I wanted a party. I was almost a party, and I wasn't given a party. I was just Clive running around, and we're talking mainline games, Ariel. We're not talking side games. We're talking mainline games.
Well, I know that you guys have mentioned that the stories aren't all interconnected or anything
all different
like
roles.
that. It's not like Cloud's the main character, but are they in the same world?
No.
Like just different points in a timeline or anything like that?
Well, okay, all different dimensions. Different dimensions.
Like 1 and 2, I think, or maybe 1 and 3.
No,
there's 2.
So mostly random. It's self-contained universes,
everything is
stories,
self-contained.
timelines.
The only thing you get is you get a sit in every game, and you get a
big wedge in most games.
Yeah, Moogles don't appear until Final Fantasy IV, though.
Chocobos are in almost
Chocobos are every game.
Are most of them techno fantasies?
No, high fantasy. 7 was the first time it got to techno fantasy, and that lasted up until 15, where now they're going back in the other direction again.
Yeah,
which is something they need to do. Go back towards a little more high fantasy. They've kind of run the road on the techno fantasy at this point. I mean, 7 was the best they ever did it, though. It was the best they ever did.
7 was the best techno fantasy. 8 is also pretty good. Like
8 was interesting.
No,
yeah,
they did some good work there, but the
gardens were interesting. They
started doing some stuff that was just
but I mean, so and it's there. It's so much to take in, and like I just mentioned, we're only talking the mainline games. There are many offshoots, different types, stuff like that, and some are good, some are bad. Perfect example, great Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics, just got the remastered version, and we just got an update this week. They got a new game plus on it now, which makes me interested in replaying it because now I get all my cool ass gear from that I got for the last time, and I've already maxed out my level, so it'll be easy mode the whole way through. Point is, there are great side missions, great spin-off games, and some ones. A lot of them were on handheld for years, and some of them you can't even get anymore. Some of them are repurposed from handheld in some ways. So it's all over the place. And right now, the one we're getting in October, Resonance, is a repurposed mobile game. The first part of it, apparently, I'm hearing, it's not even the whole story. It's just the first part. So if Resonance lands, there'll be a Resonance 2 and Resonance 3 probably if it lands. And I think it will because that looks badass. So there's so much to do with it. And back to something that we talked earlier, which is where I didn't intend the conversation to go in this direction, but I'm glad we were nerding out over it. This is what bothers me, because Jeremy mentioned this earlier, that there are people out there, and you can have an opinion on remake that it's not your thing, or like when somebody said in the chat before that they don't like it, that sometimes people start with it, but it can't be helped in this day and age. Guys like this guy, Savito, just hating for the sake of hating at this point. The games are successful. They're fun, and they're not as bad as they want to tell you it is. And Jeremy, you and I talked about this 4 years ago when Remake came out and Rebirth, where I had played it, you hadn't played it yet, but then when you played it, you backed me up on my statements that people misunderstood what remaster was versus remake. People thought that remake was just going to be a remaster. And if that's their own fault for not paying attention, is what I said then, and I'll say it again now. But problem is, and I wonder if you agree with me, that mentality is stuck with them. Is that fair to say? You're muted. You're muted.
Yes. Sorry. I took a swig of water.
That's right. But yeah, it's rooted in that mentality. So they've carried it over, and a lot of them aren't even giving these games a chance in some cases.
No,
they might have tried giving remake. They might have tried remake and then got so hate boner and stopped playing it. But if you play Rebirth, it's such a joy to play.
Yes.
It's so much fun.
It is a fun time. I am going to probably go back to it here soon because I need to finish it up before the new one comes out. Although the new one, did you hear how big the game's going to be?
No, I haven't heard.
500 gigabytes.
Wow, I'm going to have to clear out every other game on my hard drive, on my PS5 to do that.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And that's going to be, and yeah, wow. Ooh.
That's a big game.
I mean, I mean, I generally have about 400 gigs of space free because I don't keep a lot on there. So I'll just, I won't be so bad. It's not like, I'll be honest, half the stuff sitting on my hard drive, more than half, I'm not playing them. They're just sitting there because in case I feel like going back to them. So it wouldn't be that much because, listen, I'm not a guy who keeps a lot of his games. When I'm done with a game, I uninstall it when I'm done. My save data is still there. That's all that matters. And you definitely want your save data because you get the bonuses for the carryover game. But 500 gigs, holy shit! And I wanted to get a backup hard drive for my PS5 for storage, but those things are really fucking expensive now. So I missed the window on that. So I'll just have to clear shit out, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it, I think. I'm looking forward to it. But I don't understand. And then you get something like this, which is just, to me, this is petty. My replay of Final Fantasy VII begins now, maybe like 5 or 6 years since I last played it start to finish. Square Enix should really consider remaking this one. It's a great FF game.
I feel like petty shit.
It's petty.
It's not
petty.
Worth it.
Yeah, I know. But I just wanted to, I've been seeing a lot of these, and I didn't realize I wanted to talk about it till this evening. So I didn't bookmark a bunch of the stuff I was seeing, but there's just
happen so often and so frequent that it's annoying.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just I think it's just the hate for remake and rebirth is just so unnecessary because they're not necessarily the definitive versions. No one is out. Square Enix has never said that. So if you don't play them, you can just ignore them. And if you do ignore them, I personally believe you're missing out on a fun experience. If you are a fan of Final Fantasy and a fan of Final Fantasy VII, I think these games pay the utmost respect to the original, in my opinion. I think they do. Both in what they're doing, how they're portraying the characters. I mean, Jed, are you here? Jed, are you here? Because I want to do a Rebirth spoiler. I want to make sure he wasn't back and just not on camera.
Yeah. Rebirth spoiler. Rebirth spoiler.
Rebirth spoiler. The Rebirth prologue, chapter 1 of Rebirth. That's incredible.
Yes.
Actually playing that event. The destruction of Nibelheim.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
Nibelheim. That's incredible.
It's so good.
And I just redid it again this week. So it's fantastic. And you get more insight to Sephiroth with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and as good as the original game is, you don't get that. Sephiroth, the original game, is a little one-dimensional. He's not as deep. You just know that he hates the world for what he is.
You know he hates the world. You know he despises most things, and he just wants to burn it all down. That's what you know.
Yeah.
So
in this one, and now you got to remember, this game is now incorporating Crisis Core and all that that lore, which the original game didn't. You now know that it's not so much he hates the world; he hates that he was lied to. He hates that he was told he was that, and that he was turned into a weapon for other people, and that's what. And then because when he spends all those nights reading those books, and he just goes deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole, and then snaps. That's glorious. That is glorious.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I need to get back to it. So but we're at the 2-hour mark. Oh, Jed,
you didn't hear anything.
Just in time. You didn't hear anything, did you?
I just heard Nibelheim. That was it.
Okay, great. So
we
just talked a massive spoiler for Rebirth, and I kept saying, "Are you there? Are you there? You're not there. No. Good. We're gonna do it before he gets back." So you didn't hear any of that.
I was watching on my phone, but when you mentioned that, I turned it off.
Okay. Good.
So
good. Good. Yeah.
Anyways, we're at the 2-hour mark. It's time to start wrapping it up. So, Adam,
we're good for that.
Where are you? What do you got coming up?
I'm going to tomorrow night with Jed. Do drive-in 7 p.m. because I really am getting my haircut this weekend. We're doing Stargate 94, the original movie, the movie that started it all. Should be a good discussion. It's a good movie, but it doesn't exist in a vacuum for me or Jed. So we'll probably have some interesting conversations, which will be spun off later on. Then Sunday, roundtable 3 p.m. Although tomorrow night, I'm probably going to stream some Rebirth. What I got to do is I'm working through the challenge modes, hard challenge modes for Chadley right now. And I got through people who have not been here early on, people who've been watching me. I did beat the one I struggled on for 3 hours. I managed to do it in 45 minutes today because I figured out I thought outside the box because I thought, wait a minute, how can I beat these things? They're hitting me too hard. Wait a minute, Adam. Strategy. AoE stop. And the motherfuckers stopped dead. And then I just pounded them with Faraga and blew them away. When I finally got them, the final one was just a Toneberry and some Cactuar, which wasn't as frightening anymore. So I burned those guys down. Now I got to work on the other ones. When I get those done, got to do the other challenge ones. I want to get those done before the next stream. But we're just going to keep pushing the story, having a good time. Hard mode. New Game Plus, Tifa Supremacy. We'll probably do that tomorrow night. Then I said roundtable 3 p.m. Eastern on my channel, where we'll be talking box office, more Supergirl, other things like that. And then Brad is here, so I will announce that we'll be doing a live stream of Wormhole Watch this Sunday night, 9
How are you
p.m.
Do that? How are you doing that? Because you're watching
Brad,
it at the same time.
No. Well, here, let me explain. It's season recap. We're not watching. We're recapping the season. We're going to do a season recap because we need to buy a couple more weeks till we can bring on our special guest for season 4 premiere, Way of the Warrior. It is not my place to announce it until Brad tells me to, but stay tuned for that. It is in the books. It is happening. It'll be pre-recorded though, because we are doing a watch, but stay tuned for that. But we need to buy a little more time. So we're doing a season recap. It'll be live on Brad's channel, Duke Devil 95. You can catch me there with Fractured and Hitman, as I also spread my Keiko hate, because fuck Keiko O'Brien. Anyway, and then we'll be back to next week. Of course, I already said it earlier, Monday, because the chat made me do it. Not monetarily, they just guilted me into it. I'll be reviewing House of the Dragon Season 3, Episode 1, but it will be with anger, because fuck Germ.
It might be more popular this time after Season 2.
I will not be carrying water. I will still have some objectivity, but there will be a definite bias, and I will admit that in the outset. I will not pretend to not be biased on this. So there you go.
Okay.
And of course, Daily Dive mostly every day at 2 p.m. Eastern on my channel, where I go over the news and other conversational bits and whatever else happens in the week. So there you go.
Okay.
Yay.
Yay. Jed.
Well, everyone can find me on YouTube at The Endless Frontiers. Like Adam said, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, Saturday Night Drive-In returns with Stargate the movie. Then Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, Rider Flight returns. And it looks like Ariel's going to have a crazy Chat Choose Your Own Adventure in store for us if she pays for it. So we'll see what that turns out like. Besides that, another sci-fi issue video coming out this week. This one is about defining the subgenres of science fiction because too many people lump in The Martian with like Star Wars. There has to be a delineation between The Martian and Star Wars. So I'll be diving into some definitions of that. Besides that, just streaming Mass Effect 1 whenever I get a chance. So stay tuned for any of those.
Real quick, I want to answer Will Buddy. Will Buddy, I'm doing a hard mode New Game Plus pre-through. So I've already scanned, assessed everything. And I have to come up with better strategies than brute force, which is my normal strategy in these situations. So I have to actually, and this is the challenge stuff. So these things are constantly coming at me in weird ways. So I'm definitely looking at what's effective and what not effective in the enemy intel section of the game. So I'm strategizing. So I've already scanned everything, mostly everything. Some things I missed, but everything's already been scanned. So I can look right at it. Okay.
Yep. And with me, guys, I'm planning on streaming tomorrow, but I don't know what's going to happen. I do need to go over Jer. I need to go over some other stuff. I have a Papa Gut thing because if you guys don't know who Papa Gut is, he's a weirdo. He's a leftist tard. I laughed at him for 15 minutes, and then he crashed out on me for an hour and a half. So, yeah, I might go over that. I haven't decided yet. But in the meantime, guys, you all have a lovely night. Have a lovely day wherever in the world that you guys might be at. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.
All right, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. I've lost gallons to you.